What's up, rock bands? Chris back here in the rock and roll garage. A friend of mine said I should shoot a different way for a better background. So, hope you enjoy this. This background, this is the rock and roll garage. Welcome. You guys dig it. So, as you guys know, that I've been involved in the Press Play Mosaic. I've really gotten into it probably over the past week or so and digging into it. You know, I just want to give you kind of my honest opinion about how I feel about it and excuse me, and the site itself. So I'm obviously going to give respect to the person who's created this thing, and he's worked really hard on it. You can obviously tell there's a lot of things that he's done to try to make this site, you know, pretty interesting and really well. From my standpoint, as digging into it and kind of like looking at it and thinking about it, and from a layman's term, you know, and kind of like stepping back and thinking about, you know, what makes other, you know, sites and channels great, or, you know, apps and sites, you know, on the inner tube. And I think it can be simplicity. You know, I think, you know, the more user friendly that it could be would probably make more sense. So I'm just trying to be honest about, you know, how I feel about it and kind of navigating the site. Like I said, there's a lot going on. I feel like maybe some of it could be condensed down into like other things, just to be honest. You guys may never see this video because the person, you know, who's involved in this and who's created this site, it's obviously his thing. So I'm going to send this video to him first, so that, you know, if he doesn't want me to post it, or if maybe he wants to hear what I'm hoping, you know, because like I said, we're in the beta phase of this site. So I just feel like it could be a little bit more simple. Like there's things that work really well on it that I like, but then there's things like, well, it just seems like kind of like noise, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like dog it or anything, but some of it just seems like too much. A lot to navigate, you know, and try to figure out. Like I said, we're in the beta phase. I'm hoping he respects, you know, what I'm saying about this. I won't post it if he says don't post it. I'm not going to post it because I have respect for what he's working on and try to create this thing, and I just want to give honest feedback. So that's kind of my thing right now. Just want to give you some honest feedback about, you know, the site, and I think it's great. I think, you know, they've got a lot of people on boarded. They've got a lot of bands, and well, they picked me, so I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I'd just kind of give you guys a quick update. Like I said, you may see it, you may not see it. I'm gonna send it to the guy who's, you know, obviously developing this site, and make sure that he's cool with it before I do it, because, you know, we're fostering community here at Press Play Mosaic, and well, I just want to make sure people are respected. Thanks for listening. This is Chris here in the old rock and roll garage. Peace.